channel. If you're new here, my name is Neelima. You must be wondering what happened to my hair, and if I look silly, please ignore that. I think I have curly or wavy hair, so I thought it's finally time that I try and follow a curly curl routine. But to be frank, I've been using heat for a very long time, so my hair is probably damaged, but we'll see how it goes. So today I thought we can do a soft glam look, something that's easy for everyone to follow, and it can also be an everyday kind of look. I feel like my hair is gonna be getting in my way in this video. Anyways, so first thing, I'm gonna be using a concealer, and this one is by L'Oreal and it's their infallible full wear concealer. As always, all the products will be linked in the description. So I'm just gonna dot these right here on these points of my face. I usually use a concealer shade that's lighter than my skin tone to sort of give me a brightening effect, but this time I've just used a shade that's similar to mine. I'm going to be using this brush from Posh Beauty, and this is linked as well, so don't worry about it, guys. I've been using their brushes for quite some time now, and they're really good quality. It's summer right now, and the place that I live in is especially hot. So in my last video, I had my fan turned on and I don't have a mic yet. It was really loud. I'm so happy to be filming this video today because the last video that I posted just hit 100k views, and it's very huge for me, and I'm so happy for all the kind comments. Next, I go in with a skin tint, and today I'm going to be using this Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint, and my shade number is 9. I feel like this shade is a bit lighter than mine, but it'll all come together in the end. And I use the same brush to blend these out. While blending your skin tint or foundation using a brush, always go in with really tiny strokes downwards, because that's what gives me the best output all the time. And I always take time with blending my foundation or skin tint. I got a comment on one of my shorts where I was wearing this. This is a nightie, by the way, but I was wearing this nightie and I was doing a hairstyling video. One of you asked me to post a tutorial I did on that video. So this look is gonna be very similar, but it was more of a low-key, low-effort makeup. I just put on mascara and lipstick. So I'm gonna be doing a bit of upgraded version of that. I love this skin tint. It just looks so beautiful and glowy on your skin, but it doesn't really go well with my primer. And this is the primer that I usually use. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Plus Smooth Primer. So today I haven't used any primer on my skin. I've just used my hyaluronic acid and my moisturizer. Okay, so our skin tint is all blended out. Next, we're gonna go in with a blush. For this look, I kind of like a berry sort of shade, and this one's by Simply Nam. They were kind enough to send me all of their blush ranges, and they've got some of the most gorgeous colors. I love them so much. And they also have these tiny glitter particles. I don't know if you can see them, but it looks so glowy and juicy on our skin. And I use this angled sort of brush from again from Posh Beauty, and I'm just gonna concentrate it right here on my cheekbones and a bit under my cheekbones as well. I place my blush according to my face shape and what looks best on me. I don't really like it when I just put it under my eyes or too far up here. It just doesn't look good on me. So do what looks best on you. I think that looks gorgeous, and I put a little bit on my nose as well to sort of give me a more natural look, and a bit on my forehead because my forehead is humongous. I like to put a bit on the top here if that would make any difference, but I just like it. Honestly, I used to hate my big forehead, but when you hit a certain age, you start loving everything that you hated about you. So my big forehead is a thing that I love about me right now, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Okay, so next we move on to our eyes, and today I'm gonna be adding a bit of eyeshadow on my eyes as well. So for that, I'm gonna use a concealer on my eyelids. I usually just let the pigment on my eyes to act as an eyeshadow, but today I thought we'll try something different. I should get a concealer brush, but we're just gonna work with what we have right now. And this is a tiny brush, again from the Prosh Beauty brush set. It's number P11, and I don't know what it is used for, but I'm just gonna use it to blend that one out. Honestly guys, I'm learning with you. If I can do this makeup, then so can you, because I'm not an expert when it comes to makeup. These are just the steps and methods that I've learned along the way with doing it on my face. I forgot to set my makeup earlier. I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. Halo Glow powder filter in medium neutral. I feel like it's still a bit too warm for me, but this is the closest that I have. And I use it under my eyes, on my forehead, and I'm gonna use this to set my eyelids as well. But this one honestly blurs everything out. If you have really large pores and you're looking for something to blur them out, try this one. Okay, so eyes are all set right now. For my eyes, I'm gonna be using this Huda Beauty Creamy Eyeshadow Palette. I love this palette so much. One of you also asked me for eyeshadow palette recommendations. I love this one. I love the Simply Nam Dawn to Dusk palette. I also love Prosh Beauty palette. I'll link them all down below for you guys. I'm gonna be using a big fluffy kind of brush, and I'm gonna use this shade right here, and that's too much product, and just swipe it all over my eyes. And I'm gonna use the same brush but just the other side. And I'm gonna use this shade right here. I'm just gonna use it to define my crease. I'm also gonna blend it up, but I'm gonna leave a bit of space under my brow bone. I can't say brow bone. I've been watching a lot of videos from Meha Santosh. I'm sure you've already seen her, but she does the most insane eye looks ever, and I love watching her tutorials. So if you're a beginner, I would definitely recommend that you watch her videos to get more in-depth understanding. So she always talks about leaving this space right here, but earlier I used to bring them all the way up, and now I know why it didn't look good. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay, I think that looks better. Now I'm gonna be using a slightly smaller brush, and I am gonna use this shade right here. I'm just gonna wipe the excess off. We can always build it up later. And I'm gonna swipe it really close to my lash line. Before getting an eyeshadow palette, I used to do the same look but just with an eye pencil. If you watch my last video, what I used to do was, instead of lining my waterline, I used to take the eye pencil and draw a messy line, and I would smudge it with my fingers, and on top of that I would do my liquid liner, which you'll see in a second. So even if you don't have an eyeshadow palette, you can still do it. I would suggest using a cool toned brown lip liner. Not lip liner, eyeliner. Okay. Next, we're gonna use our liquid eyeliner, and today I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Colossal Bold Liner, and I'm gonna be using it to draw a wing. So as always, take off the excess product off the applicator. I love this applicator so much. It is really thin. Kind of stop my wing there, and then I define my inner corners. For this look, I'm just gonna be drawing a single line, and I'm not gonna be connecting it towards my lower lash line. I'm gonna tightline my eyes using this Maybelline Lasting Drama Kajal. One of you said in the comment section that it looked really scary when I did my upper waterline, and it's really not. Just take your eye pencil, and what I do is I just place it there, and I like to look down. As you're moving your pencil, just look in the opposite direction. Because doing this makes the world of a difference. You can just do it and layer on mascaras and it's gonna look good. Next is my favorite part, which is the mascara, and as always I use the Maybelline Colossal Bubble Mascara. Another mascara that I really love is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It was the first mascara I ever bought. I would say it was the first makeup product I ever owned, so I have a very strong connection to it. And I still remember the way it smelled when I first opened the tube. It's like one of my core memories. What I love about this mascara is that it's really easy for you to layer it. If you do it properly, it doesn't clump at all. So I always wait for my first layer to dry down before I go in with the next one. And when you're using a mascara, always take off the excess product off of your wand and just build it in slowly like you want it. Because I feel like a wand with too much product is what actually causes clumps. Don't forget your lower lash line. I don't like to put a lot on them, just a bit to define your eye. Okay, while that first coat is waiting to dry, let's do our lips. I'm gonna be using this lip liner from NYX Professionals, and it's in the shade Cold Brew. I'm not sure if I should be using this one, but my dark brown lip liner is missing right now. For my lipstick, I have two options here today and I'm torn between these two, but I think I'll go with the darker one. And it's Dolly from Simply Nam. It's a muted rosy kind of shade. It looks really good with brown lip liners. Let's do our second coat. I'm also gonna add a bit of powder blush. I'm also gonna add a bit of powder blush on top of my cream blush because I feel like it lasts a lot longer, and this is the same one I used in my last video. I'm not sure if they sell it anymore, but it's from Simply Nam and it's their Radiant Powder Magic Blush. And I mixed these two shades together. This is kind of similar to the creamy shade that I used. Personally, I'm not a fan of highlighters. And I'm sure you can't see this through the camera, but I've got acne scars on my cheeks. They're not big, they're really small. You can see it under really harsh lights. So I feel like using highlighters sort of enhances them. But if I keep my blush and this area kind of matte, they don't show as much. If I feel like it's a bit too much, I just use my foundation or skin tint brush and just go over it. That's my makeup all done. So we're gonna set it using this L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. If you want your makeup to last, this is the one that you should be using. But don't open your eyes like I did. I kid you not, the first time I used this one, I shut my eyes so hard and I sprayed it, and I struggled for a good 2 to 3 seconds to open them because my eyelashes got stuck together. I mean, it's not as dramatic as it sounds, but I was just talking about how good the hold of this one is. So that's my soft glam makeup all done. Let's do a little PR unboxing. The truth about me, as soon as I get a parcel, I have no patience. I just run to the kitchen, grab a knife and open it. But this time I've got one package retained. I love getting PRs. I think it's one of the best things about content creation. So I got this box from Indie Wild, and so they sent me 2 of their hair and body mists. the sun and the moon. This one's for daytime and this one's obviously for night. This is not sponsored, by the way. I would say it's a very sweet and mild scent. I can definitely see myself wearing it this summer. It's really sweet and it's not harsh at all. And the thing that I love the most about these mists is that they don't have endocrine disruptors, which is something that we must all be mindful about while using fragrances. I'm not really sure about the longevity of this one because I haven't really used it outside. I would definitely say the scent is really refreshing and I will be using it. And they've also sent this really cute, I don't know, pouch, and it says MD Wild on the side. Okay, that looks so cute. It's definitely going on my bag. Now let's try Chandra. I can definitely say that this is a night scent. I don't know how to explain it, but it is giving night scent. And this one smells really light and refreshing as well. I'm also someone who likes to wear perfume to bed, so I'm gonna be using this. I got this new package literally 15 minutes after I finished filming, so we're gonna open this one together and I have no idea what this is. I know it's from 52 Sundays and I really love their sunscreen face mist. Yeah, I was talking about this one. I use it every time I go out if I feel like I need to reapply my sunscreen on top of my makeup. It's got rose water on it and it smells so good. And it just sits really well on top of my makeup as well. So yeah, another product to keep in mind. Oh cute, it's the Berry Butter SPF 30 lip balm. It's lip care with a pop of color. The buttery formula instantly moisturizes and melts into your lips in one swipe. This is our product. I love this pink, you guys. I love how sleek and minimal this looks. Wait, let me take my lipstick off. I feel like the lipstick left a bit of stain, but that's alright. You know, the part of the reason I hated lip balms is because I felt like they were all really thick and I would have to swipe a lot before I felt like it was enough. But this one, I'm not joking, it's so buttery and smooth. So I think we're done here. I hope you liked the makeup look that I created. If you did, definitely try it out and let me know. I feel like it's really easy for a beginner to do as well. Like I said, if you don't have an eyeshadow palette, just use an eye pencil, a brown lip liner would do, and use your fingers to blend it out. That's how I used to do my makeup as well. I'll see you again soon on my next video. Till then,